Constellation is out in full on Apple TV+, new science fiction show starring Noomi Rapace, Jonathan Banks and James Darcy. 8 episodes, around 50 minutes to an hour each. It's slow, hard sci-fi, so theoretically something I should enjoy very much. In reality, let me get to that. The show follows Joe Eriksson, a Swedish astronaut played by Noomi Rapace, who is on the ISS when, during an experiment with a new device called the CAL, something goes wrong. Something hits the station, one of the astronauts gets seriously injured, the others have to evacuate. Joe can't fit in the Soyuz with the rest of the characters, so she has to stay behind, fix the other Soyuz and single-handedly attempt the return to Earth. She not only manages to do it, but stranger and stranger things begin happening all around her. She begins having what can be described as hallucinations. She sees and hears things, and reality itself becomes increasingly confusing. Now, I know this is a very cryptic description, but I don't want to spoil too much. I think the show itself takes its sweet time exploring the things it's actually about, which is kind of the main problem for me. Because, look, I don't mind slower shows, and I don't mind mystery shows. But where Constellation disappoints is in the way it executes this type of mystery storytelling. See, for a good 3 or even 4 episodes, neither the characters nor the audience really know or have an idea of what could be happening. So you're watching a show that is at times confusing, at times engaging, I'll admit, but at times also even frustrating because of how long it takes for us to not even start getting answers, but to start formulating accurate questions. And then it hits its stride and becomes very good for an episode or 2, but then for the final part, we, the audience, already know perfectly well what's going on, but we now spend an enormous amount of time on the characters themselves trying to catch up and figuring it out. So you're kind of watching it thinking, I know this already, please speed it up a bit. So as a result, even though the performances are good and the cinematography looks good and the music is well made, you can't help but feel frustration at the way the story unfolds. It is too slow, but in the worst possible ways. The pacing of it all just feels off, which is a real shame because conceptually it's very interesting. The implications and the sort of philosophical themes of especially the ending are brilliant. And the episodes in the middle, when the pacing is good for a change, that's really cool to see. But yeah, both the beginning and the ending parts are just not good enough, and at the end of the day, the good stuff is being dragged down by the bad. I wish I liked it more, but I didn't.